Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, it's been 3 weeks since I made the video about the lost Ukrainian mixed race children, those children that had been largely forgotten about during this conflict with Russia. A lot of those children have been located. We know that 2 of the mixed race children are still in the Ukraine now. Person who is taking care of them, Olya Nenya, is still alive, she's still well, she's in the Ukraine and she's taking care of these 2 kids. Now, we all know that there is a bloody war going on there, for heaven's sakes. Still not safe for these 2 children. However, the rest of the children have left the Ukraine. Some of them have gone to Italy, but others are still in places in Eastern Europe. And while it's better than being in a war zone, it's still not the best place for a black child, in my opinion. Yes, Russian forces have said they are going to leave certain parts of the Ukraine, but can we really trust Vladimir Putin's word? I don't think so. But we are seeing a de-escalation of the violence in parts of the country, which is good. It means that things are getting safer for those children that I haven't spoken about on this channel. Now, when I made this video a few weeks ago, I actually spoke about a second orphanage, another orphanage which also takes in mixed race children, black children. One of the a handful of orphanages that actually do this in the Ukraine. I cannot believe that it's 2022 and I'm saying those words. It's unbelievable. What's also unbelievable is that the West is giving their all to support these people. Yeah, okay, listen, we know that they're not all like that. But let's be honest with ourselves. We have a country with a group of people who are very comfortable with being racist. And the reason why they are comfortable with being racist in the Ukraine is because they live in a society within the Ukraine where it is largely accepted, even by those people who aren't. This doesn't make it a viable environment for any black child to be growing up in. Of course, it's difficult to grow up as a young kid in any country, but in the Ukraine, it's even more difficult. As a black child in the Ukraine? Wow. We have some positive news. The news is that we have now located this second orphanage. The second orphanage that was one of the only orphanages that take in children of mixed race. We've located it, which is absolutely amazing. In fact, I watched the former Ukraine Ombudsman for Children, Mykola Kaluba, being interviewed on Canadian television. He was still in Kyiv. He is still frightened for his safety. Things are still not looking good. He still cannot even open the curtains in his house because if they see the lights on, then he is an open target. This is what he had to say about what is happening to those children who are still now in the besieged city of Kyiv.
Children crying all the time and they calling, please help us. And sometimes we cannot do anything because Russian occupiers lower that territory. You can hear alarm siren and we have to go to the basement. More and more children every day dying because Russian shells, Putin shells.
Feel abandoned and betrayed and don't feel protected and safe.
The Derzhanovska family is from Ukraine, now living in Barrie, Ontario. 4 of the children were adopted from orphanages, including Gloria.
Too sensitive.
Too traumatized to speak about what's happening back home, with siblings still there. Their mother, who has worked to reform the child protection system in Ukraine, sees a crisis unfolding.
I contact all these people, how to make it faster to take these children to most safety places.
It's because we love our children and we love our country.
Now, part of me is rather optimistic because of the de-escalation by Russia. They said they were de-escalating it, but they are still shelling parts of outer Kyiv right now, which tells me, hey, they're still looking to try and take Kyiv. Trying to take Kyiv, then they would have stopped the shelling by now. but they have not stopped. We cannot trust Russia at this current moment. I know you guys, I know a lot of people are supporting Russia, but I don't care. When there's kids involved, I want the violence to stop, regardless. Or even at least just to get these kids out of harm's way. But guys, we know what bombs are like. They're indiscriminate. So they don't know what they are targeting. They just throwing these stones and hoping that it hits a target of any strategic importance. No. They are looking to destroy Kyiv. They are looking to leave this city in ruins. And if those children are still there, this becomes a massive problem. Mykola Keluba in his interview speaks about him still looking to find safety for the children inside his house. So we're back in this situation again, and I know that I have had many people emailing me, opening and offering their houses to some of these children. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact Mykola directly and essentially give him our help. But things need to be done, like I said in the last video, things need to be completely above board. Things need to be done 100% to secure the security and the safety of the children that come into care with whoever plans on taking them. I've got to give maximum respect to Mykola. He didn't just leave the country. This is a man who stayed there and said, listen, if the kids are in this situation, well, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay right here with them and we will find a way. He's there protecting them at this present moment. Like I said, not all Ukrainians are bad people. Some of them are genuinely good people, genuinely good-hearted people that you can trust. And I have a feeling that this Mykola is one of those people, and I have a good feeling that he is going to get these children out. He's a logical, rational person. He's nothing like Olia-Nenia, unfortunately. I know that Olia-Nenia did very well. She really opened up her doors to anybody, no matter, regardless of the race, creed, background, religion. She didn't care. Children don't get to choose where they come from, or the color of their skin, or or their religion. They don't get to choose their ethnicity. They are just children, and she just saw them like that. However, she didn't want to leave, and she's still there in the Ukraine. And I understand that it's not easy to leave the Ukraine at this present moment, and it might even be more safe for her to stay put. She is in the city of Sumy, and the last time I heard, that city was completely surrounded. But now, as of today, this morning, that city is no longer surrounded, and the Russians have now retreated back to the Donbass region, and they are going to try and take that region. They're going to try and concentrate their forces in the far east of Ukraine to try and take more land. What are these people doing? What's wrong with these Europeans? I mean, look at Russia. It's massive. It's the largest country on the planet by far. And they still want more land? I understand that if it is your country, you must fight for your country. You must fight for your land. Every inch you must fight for. This is the way we should think when we think about Africa, when we think about our Caribbean brothers and sisters, when we think about our Brazilian brothers and sisters. We should think about their land as being sacred, okay? Worth dying for. But Vladimir Putin has nothing with these cities, with these countries. They only have people there that speak Russian. Can you imagine everybody in the United States of America, everyone that speaks Spanish, saying, oh, do you know what? Spain should come and, start war with America because the Hispanics are being marginalized. It's just ridiculous. This war is just, it's not worth anything. But anyway, that's my rant over. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to contact Mykola, and I'm going to really and I'm going to give him another option. And so guys, I need you to continue to keep emailing me. I'm going through each of the emails as we speak. I had at least several hundred emails, believe me or not, just about the first Ukrainian orphan video that I made a few weeks ago. So I am steadily working through them. But I will get to every single one of you guys, and I'd like to once again thank you for opening your homes and opening your hearts to these kids. They're in a dire situation as it is. They're already marginalized by their society, and right now they're in a situation where they don't really have many people that they can call friends. We need as many people here who are watching this channel to contact me, and if you can be a friend to these kids, even if it's for a short period of time, let's try and give them something that will give their lives a bit of a boost and put them in a stronger position to be successful, grown-up people who are proud of who they are and proud of the colour of their skin. Until the next time, please think twice. Torah a bit.